It was a sweltering August afternoon in Breslau, 1912, and the air in the chess hall hung thick with anticipation. The German Chess Federation Congress was in full swing, and two titans were about to clash. Stefan Levitsky, a formidable Russian master known for his precise positional play, and the flamboyant American, Frank James Marshall. Marshall, a man whose very presence at the board was an event, was already a legend. He had a reputation for dazzling sacrifices and audacious attacks, often leaving opponents bewildered in his wake. Levitsky, meanwhile, was a picture of controlled intensity, carefully weighing each move. The game began conventionally enough. A queen's gambit declined, but it soon became clear that Marshall had something extraordinary brewing. He played with his characteristic verve, developing his pieces rapidly and eyeing Levitsky's kingside with predatory intent. Levitsky, for his part, defended diligently, trying to anticipate Marshall's next stroke. Then came the moment that would etch this game into the annals of chess history. Marshall, with an almost theatrical flourish, played 23. Nooker 3, a collective gasp, rippled through the onlookers. The queen, seemingly undefended, was offered up for capture. It was an astonishing, almost suicidal move. On the surface, it appeared to be a blunder of epic proportions. The crowd murmured, some shaking their heads in disbelief. Had Marshall finally overplayed his hand? Levitsky, his brow furrowed in concentration, stared at the board. He saw the immediate threat to his king, the tangled web of pieces, and the audacious offer. His mind raced, calculating variations, searching for the catch. He could take the queen, of course, but something about Marshall's confident demeanor, the sheer audacity of the move, made him hesitate. He looked for a trap, for some hidden venom, but found none that was immediately obvious. Yet Marshall's reputation preceded him. His sacrifices often led to devastating attacks that were impossible to parry. The thought of falling victim to another one of Marshall's brilliant combinations must have weighed heavily on Levitsky. To capture the queen might lead to an immediate checkmate, a public humiliation at the hands of the American showman. After agonizing minutes, Levitsky, unable to find a safe way to accept the offered queen, and perhaps intimidated by the sheer audacity of the sacrifice, made his move. He played 24.3, a retreat, a passive response that avoided the direct capture but effectively conceded the initiative. Marshall, with a knowing smile, continued his assault, exploiting the open lines and the lingering pressure on Levitsky's king. The game continued for a few more moves, but the fire had gone out of Levitsky's play. He resigned shortly after, the psychological blow of the queen's sacrifice proving too much to bear. The true brilliance of Marshall's 23, QG3, was not that it was a forced win if accepted, but rather that it was an unanswerable psychological attack. There was no immediate forced mate, no direct trap that Levitsky missed. However, the sheer insolence of offering his queen in such a precarious position, combined with Marshall's reputation, was enough to paralyze Levitsky. He feared what might come next, a phantom threat that his mind conjured, and that fear led him astray. After the game, the story goes, as Marshall walked through the chess hall, onlookers, enthralled by the spectacle, began throwing gold coins onto the board in appreciation of his magnificent play. This legendary gesture cemented the game's nickname, the gold coin game. It remains a testament to the power of psychological warfare in chess, a reminder that sometimes the greatest moves are not about what they directly achieve, but about the fear and doubt they sow in the opponent's mind. Marshall's gold coin game wasn't just a win. It was a masterpiece of intimidation and audacious brilliance.